There you are. Okay, you back away. Good. It's out in the water. Yes! 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 Yes!
Thing in the bathroom. There's
Where are you going?
I'm looting the house. That's what you're supposed to do.
You picked the spot for me to go to. I went to it, and you're nowhere near it. You told me to go here.
I'm going there.
You told me to go here. I came over here.
wait,
You're like, but no.
I'm coming over there now.
Are you?
Sup,
I'm trying
elusivities.
to find my way.
I'm trying to pick things up to. Oh, great. It's gonna get worse, isn't it? God, y'all.
Happy to see you
At least
again,
I can
Funky
sit
Sumo.
now. I'm holding shift so I don't move forward that fast. Okay, where? I can't see it.
Oh, hello,
Guys.
Ty Gates everything. Fancy seeing you here.
I can't see anymore. I don't know what's happening. Well, there went that car.
Morning a Pixel Rose.
Huh?
How
You
goes
actually
it?
brought me back? I don't think you've been listening at all. I could say anything and you just stand there nodding. Oh, to your food good.
Zing 14. It's a pleasure to see you.
See? Communication is useless with you.
Oh, what's happening?
Oh,
You
my
got
turn.
taken by the aliens! Y'all, Cam's getting probed tonight.
Don't tell them that. It's a secret.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cam likes getting probed apparently tonight.
Hey, sis, look what I can do. I'm dead. Sis, are you looking? Are you looking? Sis? 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 Okay. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Melamoogle.
1.
It's a pleasure to see you.
Woo. All right, here we go. Boom. Oh, is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing. That's amazing. We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! Have I disciplined the child? Do you only know how to handle if I use a gun? Ada seems confused. What do you want from me? Let me take the Katamari.
Yo. Earthquakening. How you doing?
now.
Hello, 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 hi, hi. Good morning, good Sunday morning. There's a cat behind my mouse. Hello, buddy. Hello, BB. You can just see his legs sticking out. He's behind my keyboard and he's behind a monitor, but his legs are sticking out to the side. I can see his belly. Hello, hello. Let's go through check-ins. Hello, Elusive. Hello, Somia. Hello, Taiga. Hello, Rose. Hello, Jing. Hello, Mellow. Hello, Earthquake. Hello, Halo. Good morning. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all are doing fantastic. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are great. Y'all are wonderful, and y'all deserve to know that. There's no point in me doing the head bob here. It just looks weird. But hello, I appreciate you. There's a zombie back there. What are you doing in my base? Sir? 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 Sir, I need to see your ID. I need to see your ID. Why is my lighting screwed up? Okay. My lighting got screwed up. There we go. Hello! Hello. All right, everybody. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all are doing well. We've added a little bit. Well, I've done a little bit. I've done a little bit, and I gotta show y'all. So y'all have been here. Y'all have been here for this. Y'all were here yesterday. You definitely all were here yesterday. But if you didn't see it, we added this glass fixture here. We added it. The glowing armor is a nice little touch. Like, it doesn't emit any light, but the trim glows, which just adds a nice little feel to it, right? But we added this lighting here. We've got light being cast up in the backside of this glass. Nice little glass fixture. Has a nice little appeal to it. I did a thing for the sniffers as well, because you know we had the sniffers. I need to name them. I've decided I'm going to name a lot of the mobs that I get, the passive mobs. I'm going to name a lot of them after... I'm going to name them after Final Fantasy mobs. But I did this because they were spawning so many things. And it's not the most efficient. And it will miss things, but so I don't have to be over here. This does passively get things, right? Hey, sorry. This does passively get things. So it's enough. I could do this better. I could do like a minecart thing under it, and the minecart could move every couple of minutes, blah, 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 blah. I could do that. I don't want to, though. That's why we're here. I don't want to do that. I don't want to set a timer. So we've got these guys, and they wander. And I collected a lot of these, and I want to get more of these. Hello. Boopity boop. And you. Just try and get some of the eggs. Now, in theory, that's collected in one of these. It might have missed. Things can miss. It's not guaranteed to get everything. Yeah, so we got another egg. In case anybody wants a sniffer egg, we can collect them here. But that's that part. Now, I have something that people on the server I think are going to love if you didn't read the title. Let's just go to our storage room. We're gonna go back into this little corner here. So here's my little statues. Right, so here's the statues. We got Mari wandering around back there. You can see her back there. Hello, Mari. If you can't see this, you may have random textures turned off. If you are on the server and can't see the Mari skin, you may have random textures turned off. But Mari's here. Mari will wander around. She is attached to a golem below the floor that wanders, and then it makes it look like she's kind of on her own little patrol. I really like this little setup here. And then I added this. So I added a little bamboo farm. It auto crafts the blocks for me. This is really quick. Ailey, this is really quick, honestly. It's based on the front one growing to full height. I should probably add another sensor so it does it with the back one, just to make sure it doesn't get in a weird stuck spot. Yeah, Taiga. So you can tame foxes now on the server. How did you get off center? Get back on your square. This is Tonberry. Tonberry has a slime ball. I thought it looked like a squeaky toy. This is Tonberry. Since Tonberry's gonna stare at me, can I go? Yeah. So I named them Tonberry. Yeah, I need to get some name tags for the sniffers, which I believe is paper and a nugget. I don't know if I have any paper in here, but I do have paper in my little storage room. So we need some names for our sniffers. There is... I have a stack of paper in one of these. Paper? There it is. Is that... we need... Yeah, it's fine. I'll just... Boop. I need to look up... Let's see. Final Fantasy monster species names. Let's see. What we got? So the name of the one Tonberry, because I thought it was fitting. Beaver. Perfect. No. Let's see. No. I like how over the top this name would be, but Gogmagog. Gogmagog is tempting. Okay, I know what names I'm going for. I've decided. I also realized I only needed one of these. Ooh, not that one. That's how I keep losing them. I keep losing name tags because technically the item magnet is paper. Okay, so one of you is going to be named Moglin. And the other one is going to be named Moomba. So we got Moglin and Moomba, which I think are great names. Do. Moombas are great. Moglin is a type of Moogle. Well, is a specific Moogle. I think Moglin and Moomba make really good names. So you're Moomba, and you're Moglin. Moglin? There we go. We got Moomba and Moglin. We got Grit over there. We've got Coffee Grinder, and we got Mari, and we got Tonberry. I think those are all the names I've done. I want a thing that removes this. Is that something? I assume that's a resource pack. No fade. UI background. Is there one? Or is that that's got to be a mod then probably, doesn't it? GUI background. Like I want to get rid of that little bit there. Removes fade out animations. No, I don't want that. Is it background? Come on, there's gotta be something. Surely somebody's done this. This applies a blur to everything. I don't want that. Like, I don't... Wait. So that's blur on, blur off. No, see, I want nothing. I want nothing. Surely that's it. Is it here? Ah! 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 You. Oh. Okay. Okay. I never actually messed with this. Well, that's better. That's less jarring. I want less. I want even less, though. I want... What's that do? Okay, that's people typing in chat. That one I still need on. Like, I like that, but I want to get rid of the fade. Because that fade is jarring to me. And I'm sure there's a way, right? So how do I... But that is great. I love having that gone. But I want to get rid of this whole thing there. What's this do? Oh. Okay, I love that that's a thing. It's not what I'm after. But yeah, I wish... Like, I'm glad I can turn that off, but I wish... I want to turn all of it off. Like, if I do... Let's see. If I go to here and I do menu background, what do we got? Do we have a way to turn it off? Nothing there. Menu background. I think part of it might be because it's trying for just this version, so let me unlock that. That's a mess. That's not what I'm after either. Alright, well, we made it better. I just wish it wasn't so jarring. Ugh, I gotta sneeze. Uh-oh. Hey, woo! I'm okay. Hello. Good morning. Why hasn't grass spread to you yet? Ugh. Hi, BB. Hi. You seem excited today. Do you want to tell Chad anything? No? Why not? Well, you have been so talkative today. Hi, buddy. Hi. Can we lay down? Can we lay down? Yeah? Good boy. Okay, I want to show y'all. I got something else cool to show y'all, okay? If you've been here before, you've seen the entrance of my base. I did some progress last night. I'm going to wait for the time-lapse thing to stop because that might be a bit jarring through layers. But I did some work yesterday after the stream and after my afternoon stream, which if you missed it, you definitely need to check out the VOD. It was an entire voice acting stream. We finished out the little Gator Game DLC, had an absolute blast. Doing a little weirdo voice for the whole thing. But it was fun. Refilling my water really quick. There we go. Hi, BB. We're also listening to Jet Set radio music. Okay, but here's what I want to show you what I worked on. So if I go in here. Oh. I got the entire ceiling done. I got the entire ceiling done. Also, if you look at my mini map, it is just absolutely perfect. I love my mini map right here. Sorry, Fox. But yeah, so I got the entire ceiling. What's interesting? So this is with shaders. If I turn the shaders off, it's still cool, but it has this weird like foggy effect. And I guess it's just because of the sheer scale of it, we actually start hitting fog. I do prefer it with shaders on, but it works. And then down here, I placed a bit of tinted glass here so you can kind of see where we're getting all the layer effects. And you can really see like how dark it's going to get for some of the phasing through here. You really can't see much of the sculpt down there, but it is there. But I did more work on that. Again, here's a little drop-off point if you ever want to drop things off, because this area is dangerous. If you've not seen this in my base, if you look, all of these have light on them, so I don't want anybody accidentally breaking any of the light. All of those have a special fancy light block on them that can accidentally be destroyed if you place something on it. So, oh, I need to get rid of the scaffold over here. Boop. Because that went to nowhere. But yeah, so I've been working on this, getting all this set up. But what, Fox? You didn't like me showing you that image of Tonberry? Ow! So yeah, they dig here and then they throw it, and it's not guaranteed, but there's a fair chance it goes into one of these. Right, so this should give me some passive drops. Let's go be silly before we have to be serious. I want to go over, and we're going to go on a ride with Coffee Grinder here. Hey, Coffee Grinder. Come here. Come here. Coffee Grinder! Great! Come on. Come on. Oh, so hello, Bunny. Hello, Mose. Coffee Grinder! Hey, door. Coffee Grinder. Got it. Yeah, their name is Coffee Grinder. I name guests like I would name a cat. You name them after power tools and like machinery. Because generally, if you name cats after machinery, they just have a cooler name. That's how that works. Like you name them after vehicles and all that. Like imagine naming a cat like Monster Truck or Chainsaw, or like they're the perfect cat names. Hey, Lapis. I think when we ride on ghasts, the proper position to be on a ghast, we should be laying on our belly on the ghast and then like kicking our feet up in the air. That should be the way that you ride on a ghast. And when other people join, they shouldn't be facing another direction. They should be facing the same direction as you on the ghast next to you, kicking their feet up. Hi, BB. Hi, buddy. Darn, 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 darn. We're going on a long flight. Honestly, my ghast is not slow. My ghast is not slow. I mean, not the fastest, but it's not slow. It's small. I have a small ghast. but not slow. Could be faster. On this server, they do have speed ranges, actually, and size differences. It's just a small data pack that adds, like, up to a 20% size difference. And adds, there's a 20% size difference and adds, like a 20% speed difference. So everything takes a little bit. Meow. Bow, bow, bow. We're slowly making our way over to Lee's. I am watching a cat be very adorable next to me. He's very distracting. He's very cute, though. Aren't you, BB? You know what you're doing. We made it! Oh. Lee has restructured his amethyst shards. Because that was a grid before. Now it's a straight line. Oh, by the way, everybody, if you haven't seen, I found a better cattail texture that felt more Minecrafty. See, Lee, that's why I put mine all, like, next to each other, so I can just run in a straight line next to them. Lee, if you ever need amethyst shards and you need a bunch of them, just come to my base. You can harvest them. I've got plenty stored up, so I'm not in need of them right now. Do you understand?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are we lower? Did you remove layers?
I put this at the same level.
Oh, it's a different crack.
That...
It's a different crack. That's
yeah, it's a different crack.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm filling this one in. Watching the ghast scoot with its legs.
I also didn't realize the official name in the sniffer thing for the sniffer plopping down like this is called splooting, and it is the official name.
Good. It is the only proper name.
Everybody, you should follow Lee. Same name. Fuji, please.
Rude.
There we go.
Thank you.
At least now we're
same clip.
Excused from attention. Oh,
yeah.
It got shut down ages ago.
And away!
Complaints.
Now I gotta work my way back. I don't have a good teleport spot yet.
Midgie attack.
Oh, that was something I talked about, actually. We could work on that today.
Vanished into a bag, a bog.
A
bog, not a bag.
Okay, Amaru, I agree. Also, hi, Amaru. I agree that it'd be cool if they could shoot fireballs, but what if they could shoot snowballs? So projectile snowball would be better, I think. Like, just give them the ability to shoot little projectile snowballs that can't actually harm anybody, but would also make them somewhat useful in the nether, because you could fight off blazes. I think snowballs would be really good. This takes so long to get back. I think we need... Okay, so, like, I know people have talked about, like, oh, you should be able to use, like, a splash or something. What if we could give them an item, like a custom-made item that is gas treats? Mello, all I'm thinking of is the snowball scene from Clyde with a Chance of Meatballs, where Flynn just breaks into homes. Snowball, 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 snowball! And nobody has a problem with it. Snowball, snowball, snowball! But yeah, I like flying. I like doing this. We also have our buy flag pattern. This server, all of the gas harnesses are pride flags. So get that nice and set. My powdered snow farm that hasn't been loaded. My frog spot that hasn't been loaded. The polar bear, which I kind of want to kidnap. I won't, but I want to. I want you all to know that I am in pain today. Both mental and physical. I am in pain today. And you're probably wondering, what do you mean you're in pain? This is a skin related TMI. I have a right where my glasses sit on my left cheek. I have a zit, and it is extremely under the skin and is right on the bone, and it hurts so much. Now, that on its own doesn't seem like a lot. I have a Band-Aid sitting on it so my glasses don't sit directly on it. All that stuff. The problem is I have dermatillomania. And if you don't know what dermatillomania is, it is a mental health condition, OCD specifically, that involves needing to aggressively pick any imperfections in my skin. So it is driving me nuts. So yeah, it has a name. There's dermatillomania, which is skin picking OCD, and then there is trichotillomania, which I also have, which is hair pulling OCD. Mine is specifically in my facial hair. They're extremely related. If you've not seen this section of my base, though, I have a area designed here for a whole market, for like a little market center, buildings here. I do eventually want to put like stalls along this and roads coming off of this. We've got an area over there for flowers. We've got roads over here. I want to do a big farm out this way. It's going to take forever to clear the trees, but I want this path to go here, curve, and go along here, and then go to farmland along this. So this is going to be a very, very large project. If you've not, if you're unaware, this is a very, very long-term, long-time build that I will be working on forever. And this is on purpose. I want to be working on this forever. If we go over here, we've got the flower farmland, though, where I've been converting this to moss, and then I want to do these, and I want to do bush branches going along here so we can kind of load this. So we'll have little divisions done with the these, and that'll go along, and then along the side of each of them we'll have a little walking path. But this section is just going to be flowers, and it is going to go and go and go and go, and it's going to go way over here. So big plans there, but you can see I've got to convert all this, and that's going to take me a long time. So lots of mess there. But it's not too bad to deal with. Like, as much as I complain, it is not too bad to deal with. It just takes a bit, you know? Go here. Now, I usually use water buckets to break all this, but I'm just after the bushes right now. Because my brain has suddenly decided, you know, I should really quickly try and add some division lines in. Let's just collect some rows of this. Bip, bip, bip. Bip, bip, bip. Oh yeah, you can see here how much progress I've made on the sphere. Though I've got a good chunk here. Started on that. Started filling that in. I want to get the front side though, where you can see it from Lee's base done. But this goes all the way up. This corner is done. I need to do that corner opposite. You can see the dome of Skulk that I've got here. It's been a lot. Yeah, so we've got this strip going here, and I wanted these. I think these are 16 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 wide. Okay. But yeah, I wanna curve with the terrain, which I think is part of why I didn't do more of this. So like this is a project to have. Also, if you didn't know and you are on the server, you can just bone meal a flower, a lot of them anyway, and they will spread into multiple flowers. So you can see here we've got four oxeyes in one spot. We've got 4 cornflowers in one here. But yeah, you can place them and have more. So it adds for a nice aesthetic, and you get to feel. You get a much better meadow feeling when you have that many. But yeah, I need to go here, and this is the angle that's at, but I need to curve this, and that's not something I'm fully looking forward to. I don't think I have the brain today to do that aspect of it, so we're not going to do that right now. Feels good to have it sorted, though. Let me drop off some more seeds. There was a mountain here before. But let's go to our storage. Everything load in. This is the frog room. If you've not seen the frog room, this is the frog room. But I went through so much Skulk yesterday. So much. Hey, RC. Hey, Maple. But yeah, so let's see. Yeah, the flower area is over there. That's the flowers. There's our market area. There is the sniffers. There is the buildings we've got. But yeah, I want to do this sizable section like right there. You can kind of see a line. I want to do farmland there. Like a lot of farmland. I want to do a port here. Let's kind of work on getting a port path figured out. I went the wrong way. Woo! Like I want a road, not the port itself, but I want the road to the port to be figured out. So, so that'll be this way, right? So that'll be along here. We've got some terrain issues, but that's fine. I want the port to be here. So if we go port here, I love the rendering. Port here. I think what we'll do is we'll go from right there, but we'll follow the edge of the ravine. I think that'll give us a good shape. So let's consider that ravine our kind of marker. Start by clearing that out. Thankfully, dirt is quick and easy to get rid of. Crouch down a little bit. See, it's the stone that's going to be a problem here. Bear, bear, bear. Okay. But yeah, that ravine seems to pretty much be the shape I'm after, so. Go there. How big do I want this building? I mean, this is a sizable building. I haven't figured out where the door is going to be. It's probably going to be this side of this building. So let's go a little bit further this way. Maybe there. And just so my brain goes, okay, building to there, you know? We'll do that really quick. Because now my brain goes, that's a building. But we want to go from here. And then I want to, like I said, I want to follow the curve of that. So let's drop this down. Go there. Go over one. Because yeah, the curve of that feels really good for that ravine. I just hate. Terraforming my beloved. The big thing that kills me is I hate flat terrain, but I also don't want to slope down too quickly. So I've got to figure out what the rate of actually sloping is. Woo! That's a weird looking tree. Something that actually bugs me in Minecraft is trees like this, right, where you have this edge. These should be made out of the log blocks that have the bark on all sides, and they don't. And I feel like it'd be a good way to show it off in the world. Like, no, these do exist, and make it a naturally spawning thing just on those trees. But no. Can't do that. Can't update those when we update the logs to be able to have those side textures. It used to just be something you had to spawn in. Glitch blocks. I think it's neat to have them on the ends of trees. Like, I don't mind it where, like, the end of the branch would have it. Like, that feels like it kind of broke off or whatever. But the certain spots where it's like, clearly this is a bending branch. Like, change it to the bark block. That'd be an interesting data pack. Like, it's a world gen data pack. What's it do? It replaces all the trees with the exact same tree, except the corners are fixed on the branches. Like, oh, amazing. Get rid of all of that. Trees in the way. Trees in the way. Trees in the way. There we go. Okay. We've got a mess of an inventory. I'm under attack. Help! Okay. Trying to clear junk out of my inventory that I don't need. I don't need you. I don't need all this leaf litter. Honestly, if any block in Minecraft needed to be silk touch, I wouldn't have a problem with it being leaf litter. And other people go, that seems really excessive. Like, no, you don't understand the clutter. You do not understand the inventory clutter. Hey, Beard. Beard, I want to give you a very specific shout out because I appreciate this, and I know you may not think anything of it, but for me, it does mean a lot. So I am going to give you a direct thank you. When I raid channels, I see you actually like hanging out in those channels for a bit and actually checking them out, and I see you and I appreciate that. So just saying thank you for that, even though I know there's no obligation or anything. It does mean a lot to actually see that that you are checking them out. So just saying thanks because I do see you and I appreciate that. I want to go this way. Curve a little bit more. Like I said, this ravine added a really good like road shape. So we go there. This spot's a little off yet. I think we want there. No wolves. Wow. Curves are a pain in the butt. Busy day. Oh, I need to... Boop. Okay. Wow, door. Yay, more mess in my inventory. Get rid of you, get rid of you. I think I picked up everything I threw away. I don't need this dirt. And I know what y'all may be thinking. Dirt's useful. Yeah, it is. I just don't need it. I can make dirt, so it's just clutter for me right now. So we're gonna do that. Okay. Where are we at compared to the water level? 1, 2. Yeah, we're 2 blocks above. If I go any lower, it's gonna be a problem. I'm concerned about that. This is the thing, because like I'm picturing what I would do on the shoreline, and I do want it low, but how low do I want it? And I think I want it on that. Like I want it at least above that, so I think I'm on the level I want to be already. So we don't get to go down. We don't get to go down here. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eh. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One. Too many. Oh, sorry. I looked away for a second. Place my needle down, got thread, came back. Gonna have less than needle on your bed. So what's funny with that actually, Taiga, is we can apply cat logic. 3, 4, 5, 6. Cats tend to place things in, push themselves in boxes because it gives them a sense of security. You likely placed it on the pillow because it was someplace that was higher up and you felt like you weren't going to forget it, even though you did. Okay, I believe we are in what I would consider port area now. So I'm just going to go in a straight line. Because this will be spread out into a kind of a shoreline wall situation. Okay. So now... Now I need to deal with the trees that are on this side. We need to get rid of a bunch of these. If anybody needs random logs... Oh, you know what? I think we need to show Starry something important on this server. Because I feel like Starry is going to be doing a lot of like wood harvesting and all that. And I think we need to show Starry something. Starry is the newest member on the server. So Starry is still learning many of the secrets and hidden things and whatnot that come with being on one of my servers. Aren't you, Starry? So this is an important thing. One of the most annoying things in Minecraft is harvesting trees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to my, I think one of the easiest spots to show you this is going to be in my storage room. So I'm going to go to my storage room. Okay, Starry, do you have the ability to get a diamond axe? Well, a diamond axe isn't hard to get. So once you get a diamond axe, you'll see. So in my storage room, I have all of these up here. I have all of these up here. Now what these are tree pots. So hopper, item frame, diamond axe, flower pot, and the sapling. And then this, every 20 seconds, will just spawn one of the drops from that tree. So I've only cut down a handful of trees. But dark oak leaves. More dark oak leaves. Because I need the leaves more than I need the logs. Honestly, I'm not getting as many leaves. Ow. Hey, Nikki. Okay, we are full on the azaleas. Not getting as many streamlights as I'd like. A little worried about that. I feel like I should have more. But yeah, you can see, like, slowly filling up of different items and stuff, and that's passive. I don't have to do anything for it. What I do want to do, though... Okay, let's go here, and go here. Starry, your icon is so terrifying in the minimap. Jesus. That was absolutely terrifying. It makes it look like you have massive eyes. Just in the thing. I see you've got a mask in front kind of thing going on. But I just see it as like giant bug eyes. So here's a present for you. Enjoy the pie. But yes. And you've learned to use a share stone. Yeah, share stones are great. Share stones are absolutely great. So yeah, just make sure you wrote down which color you're using at spawn, so that way people don't overlap. Yeah, they're not the hardest to get the hang of. They're really not. I have share stones for private stuff, but technically you don't even need them. You can use warp plates as well. Oh wait, I've been doing this for people. I want to give you this. Because I always wait, where'd you go? Come back! Okay. I give people this because it's funny. Right click on the ground. Okay, let me update my music because we've listened to the entire soundtrack. Do do do. I look away and something happened. Stab. 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 Okay. So it will my counter is confused a little bit on things. It's fine. Okay. Over here. Let's get some snoozes in. Ugh. Da da da. I have chosen Sega music today, and I've never really listened to Sega music, so I'm going to have a very weird time with all of it, I think. For an advantage on lighting up your area, Starry, there is a mod in the mod pack called Lighty that should be able to tell you where things are, as you can kind of see here. You can see what needs lit up and stuff. So you may need to go through your hotkeys and stuff to see what the toggle is for it. I think it's F8 by default. Not certain, though. Okay. Let Mari walk around a little bit. Go say hi to Tomberry, Mari. No, as far as I'm aware, some of that does absolutely nothing. If you enchant them or not. Does absolutely nothing. You can put up to 4 axes on the same tree pot, though. So you can do all 4 horizontal sides. You can do up to 4 on the sides of them, and that will increase the speed. It counts as a second tree pot in the same spot, so it adds 100% efficiency per axe. So if you did 4 axes around it, you would get it at 4 times the rate. So if you really need the parts off of it, you could do that. if you want, but yeah. Okay, I want to get more white concrete. So let's go back down here. Whoa, that was a lag spike. Put that away. Okay. So I have a good 8 rows here. Like 8, 8, 7. I'm gonna put those away for now. I can carry one thing of dye and then everything I need, so. There's 8. 3. That's another 8. And that's another 8. Turn all the gravel, all the cobble into gravel. And then 12 into sand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I thought I had more white dye. I thought I had more white dye. I got concrete in there. No? Did I really not have more? I'm genuinely surprised. I thought I had more. A little bit of bone meal there. A little bit there. Nope. Like, this will get a decent chunk of it, but not nearly as much as I wanted. Did I leave some in here? I did. Okay. Like, I was pretty sure I had at least a little bit. There. Honestly, I'm listening to this music and I'm going, this is Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh no, Taiga, do you not have a thimble or anything? Gotta get you a thimble. True, it could be Shadow the Hedgehog. You are not wrong.
Hey Cam, I have
Yeah.
something to tell you.
Yeah.
Well. I think I forgot what I was going to say. Can we take a break so I can remember?
I love Mari's little Put that in there. Grab you, grab you, grab you. Grab those. Throw those in there.
Smoothie.
Smoothie. Okay, I need bones. A thimble. Thimble. A thimble is a little metal cap for you to put on your finger so you don't poke it. Do 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 do. You ever wonder why I throw the bucket in? It's because that last bit of crafting on it is really annoying. Grab that. Grab all of that. We'll leave that little bit in there. But Mari is right. It is time for a quick break. So we're going to step away for a few minutes. You're not going to miss anything, I promise. We do this in order to turn off pre-rolls for anybody new that tunes in. But it's also a good reminder for ourselves that we need to get up and stretch. And I mean this genuinely. I know some of you might be like sitting there shaking your heads like, oh, I don't need to take a break, whatever. Just stand up for a moment. Do some stretches. The big thing for me is like bending, like standing on one leg and pulling the other leg up. Just to get the blood moving. But do that really quick. I will catch you on a little bit. I will catch you on 3 minutes. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom. Oh, is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing. That's amazing. We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! I'm going with the battle nuns. Let's watch the fight. 40% chance. The bell rings. The battle nuns leap forward. Her sword flashing. The gladiators. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Words mouth make word go blah blah blah. Okay. Where'd he go? Oh God.
Yes. Let's all laugh. Ha 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 ha.
Get headshots with the rifle. No. Game. No. I'm not dead yet. You stop that. Oh God. Did he die? I can't see anything. What even? I return. I've not moved an inch. But hello. Hiya. Ugh. How we all doing? Are we good? Have we been behaving? Is chat behaving? A few degrees south of freezing. What? Falling apart is. You know what? Yeah, that'll happen. When did I get? Sorry. I don't know if I put that there or when that got there, but the fact that it's just staring ominously at me from over that chest is not lost on me. Hi, BB. Hi. Hi. Hi, Screamy. Hi, buddy. BB is adorable. So let's look at our map at the path we made, right? So this is the road curve I ended up doing, which I'm okay with. It's not too aggressive, but I also feel like it's good for branching off of. More specifically, I think we'll have a junction here. Hey, Sarah! How's it going? You were doing model rigging for a worm on a string, right? Am I remembering correctly what I saw? Now I gotta do stuff to introduce everybody to everything. Whoop. Woo! But hello, Raiders! Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Let's do an awkward shout out really quick and see what clip we get if we get one.
Exactly. George, you're outside. No. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Part of the JK group.
It's fine.
The unofficial JK group of people with JK at the end of their username. Which, as far as I'm aware, consists of myself, Sarah, and Math Girl, and no one else. But hello, I hope rigging went well. For those who don't know me, my name is Cameron JK. My pronouns are they, them. I'm a chill variety streamer focused on indie and interactive games, as well as a good chunk of Minecraft, where I am working on designing a big city base. I do a lot of work in white concrete in order to get my ideas down and see how light and shadow are going to play across the surface first, and then evolve from there. But I should probably show you all what I've been working on. So this is my base. There's a giant 151 block diameter sphere up in the sky that's staring down at me. But I do a lot of different stuff. We yesterday started sketching out some of the height of the buildings and getting some shapes down for how we want all the structure to feel. We'll do the same on the other side eventually, but just kind of trying to get this idea of how everything should be. I want a lot of the base to be parkourable, so you'll be able to climb across rooftops of different buildings, go through staircases of buildings. But a lot of buildings are also going to be closed off that you'll never actually be able to go in. So a lot of it will change the feel of it, and hopefully everything can go good. This is the entrance to my main city building. There's not a lot of structure with buildings yet. But we got our library area here, which we're also gonna have a whole bunch of plants in. I'm gonna put some bee boxes inside these as well to really give like the bees somewhere that they're existing on top of all of it, and try and incorporate bees into this whole central building. This, however, has we have a pit to the bottom of the world down here, which I had a beacon in. I need to get another beacon to put one down here. We have the beam to kind of mimic it for people using Voxy. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of bee boxes and stuff. But one of the fun things about my base, and I'm going to turn off my music for this. So if you are new here and you haven't seen this, I am going to go into my little over-the-shoulder view, and we're going to go to the entrance of my base, which is down here. Also, hello Toko, hello VJ, I forgot to say hi, and hello Sly, welcome. So first you start in here. Now I'm going to work on this more, and I'm going to I'm going to enclose this area, but I'm going to create a little like visual thing here for a little entrance. But when you go in here, warp through, and you get a little bit of blindness, and then it plays some music when you enter the first room. This is a drop-off point. This will not be here. This is more for me working on stuff and people to drop stuff off, but... Hello! But we are inside the dome right now. So if I go free cam really quick, you can see we are up in here in a smaller area that I am working on a void floor beneath it. I have placed a lot of skulk. So just so you're aware, Starry, that is a one-way teleport. You can't go back that way. That only works one direction. You gotta step into the beam over there if you wanna get to the rest of the base. So there is a kind of summoning circle here, and then you stand in the beam, and it sends you to the rest of my base down here. And there's a nice little fade in, and then you're down here, and you actually get to be in the base. So I'm really pleased with how my base feels so far. I've got a lot of work to do. We're currently working on mapping out some roads. I want to get a road down here towards the port. So I'm going to have a whole port area down here, so I want to get a road going. I'm just trying to figure out, so I've got that curve. And then I want to do another curve coming off this way, where this probably splits. So this is almost going to go a bit more straight and then curve off, and we'll have kind of a triangle there. But yeah, no, that's what I have been working on. So I thank you for sending everybody my way again, Sarah. I do appreciate it. It's always nice to see some new faces show up with raids and whatnot. So let's go over here. I also hope your worm on a string work went well. Okay, so go there. Yeah, I want to go in a straight line out because, like I said, I think that's a good spot for a fork in the road. Can the fade of the warplay fade from white? No. No, you can't. You can only do the blindness effect with it, sadly. Because it's just based on the... it's applying a blindness effect to the player. For so many seconds. I would love to have the white fade, but no, sadly not a thing. I don't get that much control. Okay, let's go and remove some of this. Woo, almost fell. Shifted at just the right time. Go here, here, here. There we go. Okay. So, this building is... Let me get a better look. That building is a wider one. Doesn't need to be as deep. So we can go and say... Maybe that building ends right here. So we'll do that, and then I'll just do here. So this building will end right here. Now, we'll definitely have more buildings, but that gives me a good idea of kind of the shape of what we're dealing with. So we go from there. We've got this. If I go overhead, you can see like this is going here. I want to have another road coming off of this. And I feel like we want to go maybe to like here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 10 blocks. One, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Nice door. Are they pronounced? See, Dora, the question is, are they pronounced differently? Like, you name them all meow, but is the meow pronounced differently depending on the cat? Is like meow, 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 and meow? Or, like, how we... Dor, name tags are literally one nugget and one piece of paper. Remember on this server, before you think that things are too expensive, remember to check the recipes. It's all good, Dor. I wasn't shaming. But yeah, no, I have a data pack in that adds the recipe for the new recipe for name tags. I also have a recipe in here for the golden dandelion, which you could totally use to make sure your mobs stay babies forever. Just saying. Okay. So yeah, we get this section, right? And then this is what I'm talking about. So now we can curve this one off. So this can curve over here and create a road that way. I don't think I should have done that one. I need to do, like, at least a 5 first. And then we'll immediately go to a 4. Five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. 1. 1. There we go. Get rid of all the trees. BB is just rolling around next to me. He really wants pet, and I'm so distracted by it. Typically he's not this distracted, but he is just in the corner of my vision. He's like, hey, pet me, pet me. Hi, buddy. Hi. You comfy, buddy? Yeah? Yeah? Good boy. Good boy. Smart boy. Ah, I didn't mean to grab that. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, this is an important, very, very important, very, very important mod on this server. So we have dice. You didn't know? We have dice. This is all. This is just an important little mod that we have. Actually, it's a data pack. Not even a mod. Ah! You can do, I think it's all evens, but you can do D4s, D6s, D10s, D12s, and D20s. There we go. How wide is this road? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I want to go to the other end of it. But if sleep is happening, there should be no mobs over there. As long as I wait, just well, if people finish their sleep anyway. Hopefully there'll be no mob. Do 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 do. Okay. I don't need to go that far out. I don't know why I ran all the way to the end. That is me just extending it for the sake of extending it. That's one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'd be our 9 wide. Sir! What I would like on the spear for a better ability on it is I would like a flame touch. I would like to enchant my spear with flame touch so I could burn them when I stab them. Can you? I thought that was just bows. Isn't fire aspect just bows? Am I wrong? Have I been playing Minecraft wrong all these years? Like, I think it only works if it's on a bow. Fire aspect is sword. Okay, that's my bad. Yep, I've been playing it wrong. That's fine. I need to put fire aspect on it. Hey, Shurin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. How did this happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I need you 9 wide. 1, 2. So, oh, that's because that's not a new spot. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Okay, go there. Boop doop boop. See, the thing with Minecraft is it's so there's so much going on and the game has existed for so many years. It's so easy to just get something wrong and then never learn what's changed or what you're wrong about just because there's so much. There we go. Now this is gonna look wrong, me doing this way. Yep, plus mods existing, all of that. It's hard to really be fully aware of things. But yeah, see how this gets way too thin? Because that is no longer the 9 wide that I wanted. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 technically, which is actually probably closer to like maybe 7 or 8. But we do need to bulk that up just a little bit to make sure that curve is good. I'm going to do that to make sure I get this curve in, but also going to fill in or cover that hole. Okay. There we go. Because that curve and that curve don't match, right? We can agree. Like, okay. Something like that. I'm trying to adjust the angle of this slightly, because this is also a fun thing. When you're doing an angle like this, as it starts to curve more, you need to offset them. So it should be 10 wide right before it goes in to the 9s, just to keep that curve going. But then it gets weirder when you get even closer, where it's like here, I think I need to go here and here, because we're starting to curve even faster. And now I'm an entire thing off. And then these roads are going to meet up. So I feel like logically, there's going to be a building at this intersection. Like, there would be a building at that corner of that intersection. So it's going to fill out the road a little bit instead of just splitting off, right? Like, you're going to have the road come forward and mainly want to go that way, but there's also a road here. So a business would very likely pop up in the middle. So we don't need to worry too much about being, like, perfect on this. The idea is just that, okay, a building would be here. That'll kind of fill some of this gap for us. So it's not too bad. But I do want to have this road continue just a little bit more. I need to do that layer there. And then we can see this as well. But yeah, I feel like one of the big things is, like, I know a lot of people when they build in Minecraft, they do, they tend to do the whole using wool blocks as outlines of buildings and stuff, but I can't visualize the way things are really going to feel against each other. It just ends up looking like a Windows pipes screensaver when you start doing so many buildings, whereas doing the white concrete, as long as you're willing to get the white concrete, which on my server it's a bit easier because you can just throw it in a cauldron. But, like, as long as you're willing to do that work, right? Good job, Taiga. As long as you're willing to do the work to get the concrete, or, I mean, you don't have to use concrete. You can use, like, any block. You can use, like, pale oak planks, right? Or any log in general, but just something that gives you that idea. But doing a flat surface, I think having a smooth texture is more important to see the lights. Yeah, time is the big thing. Wool's not the worst, but wool's easier to get on my server than default because you can use string. Like, you can get string to make the wool from bamboo. The road to Meridian City. No, we have cool cities in this one. I have not thought of a name for my city yet, though. To be fair. I haven't really been trying to think of one yet. Do. But, like, doing the outline borders that people did, I get it. But I can't see the way the light is going to play or where my eye is going to be drawn if I have if I just have outlines of buildings. I need walls. I need that, like, area where I can really feel the space, you know? So it takes a little bit, like, I mean, it takes a lot longer because you've got to actually place in flat walls, and then you do have to take them down when you're building the building, but I'm not just zoning. This is the kind of thing. A lot of what that is with you're doing the outlines is just zoning. Like, more bureaucratic, and this is this district, this is this district. Which, it's fine to do that, but I like the idea of trying to think of, okay, well, this building is going to be affecting this building's economy or whatever, or this is the better, like, you can design shops, right? And then, like, those shops, you go, well, the main road is going to have the more expensive shop with less quality goods overall than these small ones in the side that might be running down or having money struggles, but you're going to see better stuff there. And you can do things like that just by, like, location. But I wouldn't know, like, okay, where are my shops going to be compared to everything? I want to make sure the roads are curving in ways that would set people off to the side. I want to make sure that some buildings are harder to see because other buildings are in the way. My leg itches, so I'm sorry. I'm kind of looking away for a moment. Ugh. Well, like there's just a lot of things you can do just thinking about building placement alone, right? And how they're all going to interact with one another. Just blocking off the vision of a building suddenly makes the stuff in it less likely to be seen. And it's really cool to think about how you can do that. Oh no, Jay. Ugh. There we go. Do 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 do. I have such low energy levels lately. It's sad. I mean, you could convert it into a slime farm if you wanted. I don't know if you need it though, Jing. That's the question. If you need slime, like, cool. Or you've got one that you just need to find a way to make it double as both. It might change the rates of it, but in theory with that, could you add powdered snow blocks into the design in order for them to take damage in a way that would freeze them? Because I assume powdered snow blocks would cause them to take freezing damage as a slime, right? So you could put it one block up, so only the small ones would fall down into whatever area you're collecting them. Oh, gotcha. Ugh, big stretch. Ugh. I need caffeine. Specifically, I need coffee this time. Fill up my kettle. Okay, on. Nice, Tyga. What you could do to stop that is, you could add carpet to your mines, Tyga. Do moss carpet. That'll work and it'll still fit in aesthetically, right? I need to modify part of my model, and this is something minor, but I'm going to do it. Lower jaw. Lower jaw, where are you at? Where's my lower jaw? There we go. The sensitivity of it is good, but it's not... Can I speed you up? Well, you're working. I just want you to go further. You're based on loudness. I want... What happens if I change my lower jaw to do this? Does this just... That opens my mouth the same way as... Like, this is a gauge. The other one is full. I feel like... Okay, so when I talk here, we get that. If I go off of loudness, though, we get smaller mouth movements. So I think it's better if I do this. So now you're getting a full jaw movement. There we go. That feels better. It's not technically more accurate, but I'm somebody who has a lot of struggle trying to get that mouth to open correctly on my model. So having it open correct like this is probably better for me. Now, where's my coffee? Heating up the kettle. We got the kettle going. Grab some instant coffee. There we go. Got that. Grab a little bit of hot cocoa powder. Put that in. There we go. I got a spoon. So now, once the water is done boiling, we'll be good. Da 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 da. Oh my God, Starry, you're ping. Starry, is your internet okay? Not often I see somebody with worse ping than Somya. It is trying its best. That is fair. I didn't know you could get 4-digit ping. You have an entire second of you have 1.2 seconds of ping delay. I mean, I guess that's fine if you light up the areas and you're dealing with mobs. But that does explain how you die like 20 times to any mob you end up fighting. That's not being bad at combat. That's combat being in a completely different time zone than you. Okay, but yeah, now look. Now you can see, like, we've got our main road here, and we've got our other road here. Now, how wide did I make the main road? One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's also 9. They did that one and that one is 9. I think this one, then by design, should probably be a bit narrower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's narrow you down to 7. That way it's more clear you're meant to go that way. Right, like you come up out of here, you can see the road will curve that way. Sir? Sir? Please no meat touching, ma'am. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Okay. Go over here. I want to get rid of this birch tree. There we go. There we go. Push that back a little bit. I like that I know you quoted that because the statement is just absurd on its own. That is a slight vocal stim I have as a reference to Mission Hill, which was a cartoon on Adult Swim back in the mid-2000s, let's say mid-2000s. I might be a little off on that. About a kid going to college, staying with his older brother. But it was about a comic that one of them was reading, or one of them wrote a comic, and the comic they wrote was a woman carrying a chicken to a checkout at a grocery store, and the person at the cash register said that's so Kafka-esque. And the point of the episode was talking about how the joke was supposed to be about how everybody uses the term Kafkaesque wrong and how it doesn't apply. And the younger brother, having no idea what the heck he meant about it, goes, "It'd be a lot funnier if you just made it say, 'Please no meat touching, ma'am.'" And it's just like, Don't know why that's in my brain, but it's stuck there. One of the voice actors in it, of one of the main characters, was actually is actually the voice of Sour Cream from Adventure Time. Not Adventure Time, from Steven Universe. So there's a fun little side thing. So whenever I hear his voice, he was also the voice of, was it Axel in Minecraft Story Mode? Same voice actor. But yeah. Well, things that are just kind of in my memories. Same with some of my tools. Like my pickaxe is named after another one, which is, they took my squeezing arm. From Invader Zim. They took my squeezing arm in the war. Ba-ba-da-ba. Go there. I don't know anything about Paula Deen, and I would like to keep it that way. Generally speaking, I think if anybody thinks that somebody is the best of anything, I don't think they're being honest. I think there are, like, oh, I absolutely love and adore, but to claim somebody is the best of anything at all time is always such an over-the-top thing. I think a fun little thing, though, in regards to this conversation is, what I like to think about is, like, situations like, the best poetry of all time. I think a lot of people would attribute that to Edgar Allan Poe, but technically speaking, Edgar Allan Poe didn't write poetry, since poetry was named after Edgar Allan Poe, which means he was just a writer, not a poet. He can't be a thing that didn't exist yet. We want to be silly with conversations. I also love how many people don't realize that poetry is named after Edgar Allan Poe, and then they go, wait a minute. Yep. Okay. So there is that. We need to get rid of these trees, though. I think it's funny to think about just because it's like, what was it called then? Writing? Sonnets? I believe we typically use sonnets for most of the things. Even though it may not technically be accurate for a lot of it, I believe sonnet was the term. Verse. Well, no, a verse isn't a verse just part of it, not the whole thing? Or that may be confusion with the modern usage of verse. Prose. I'm at least I'm using fortune on these. I do need coal. Coal is something I will always need, and I know that sounds like a weird one. I know we can set up a farm at least for wither skeletons, and I can get unlimited. So it's not the end of the world, but hello. Pantaloons, good sir. Picking your nose, yoiker. Did you forget an N on that one? And pew pew bow. Pantaloons, good sir. Pew pew bow, yoiker. These boots were made for walking. Fair. Picking your nose. Avian appendages. And axe me that again. Nice. So as a thing, I don't know if you've realized, Dor, and I would like you to see this. You can put them together in a smithing table. Okay, that's fair. I just figured I'd let you know. Just in case you didn't know. Okay. I always love seeing weird names on stuff. I do like YouTubers who have gone to the point of usually putting, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment if you saw this type situation on a lot of tools. I think it was a really smart use of the name tag system. Ugh. Ursula and Bib. I don't get the reference. Assuming it's a reference. My shovel is named 10S. Which is a weird one to me. But it's because they remind me of tennis rackets. And I had played a game a few years ago called 10S, and it's literally a tennis game, and it took me forever to realize that 10S was a play on tennis. That took forever. I kind of figured, but I wasn't I kind of figured on the Little Mermaid reference, but I was not certain. And I figured, I had figured they were both connected. Though I guess they're both Disney now, so maybe they are connected? For a given value of connected? I'd never get a Star Wars reference, though, unless you had, like, Biggs and Wedge. I would get a reference if it was Biggs and Wedge. Okay, so there's my Nautilus, by the way. I do have a Nautilus. I keep forgetting I have him out here. But yeah, we'll have a port along this entire edge. So a lot of that is going to be me going, okay, what shape do I want this to actually have? You have speed. I'm gonna guess you're so one is the Fortune Big. Poor Unfortunate Souls is an odd one, though. I'm guessing for Silk Touch. Go there. Is thing I'm trying to do a good curve here. So I think we back that off a little bit. Go there. Go there. Hey, Puka. I added a sound back to that. So now I can at least tell when people are dropping giant emotes without me missing them. How you doing, Puka? The sound is a nostalgic bit from Dot Hack. Which, again, for the millennials in the audience who haven't heard, new Dot Hack coming out! Be excited! I'm excited. We don't have a date yet, but new Dot Hack. There we go. I is tiny now. Okay. So yeah, we get the platform going here. I need to make sure. Okay, right as I turn on the thing to check to make sure mobs can't spawn anywhere, you're like, yeah, but what if everything was incomprehensible? That's funnier this way. Barrel, 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 barrel. Technically, if I cared enough, I could just turn off shaders and then change it to carpet mode or whatever. Okay, but yeah, I wanna have a big like port area here, right? So in order to pull off a big port, going to need to do stuff like this. They can't spawn here. It's not that deep of an area, so. The one thing that's going to kill me is people who have been watching me for a while know I love to do sewers, and I would like to do a sewer system again. Sewers do get a bit complicated the more windy the road is, though. But I like doing sewers as a way to kind of get items back into a storage area to be dealt with later. Which I know is a bit aggressive in me not handling things, like, fully. It's also going to be a bit harder because my storage is above ground, but the main thing is I want to have a sewer system anyway because it is an RPG, right? I'm trying to do a base based on, like, an RPG vibe, so I think it's really important to have a legitimate sewer. So I'm going to be creating a fantasy world. Having a sewer system will greatly affect the vibe of what I'm doing. There we go. Do-do-do-do. Oh, let me...
This is an unavoidable attack. You did it.
What the heck are you playing here? But no, y'all should follow Puka. Puka does more than just animate. Puka also has very short clips that end up sitting on my screen for far too long because it's set to do a default of 30 seconds. Okay. Do that, there. But yeah, I need to slowly, like, you can see, expanding this is nice. Like, I feel really good expanding this area, getting this actually fully there. Gotcha. Itchy, 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 itchy. Sewer levels are a classic. I just think it's important that the sewers look distinct. And I think that's one of the problems, because sewers are just they're a man-made dungeon, right? Like, a sewer is a man-made dungeon when we look at it. I think it's important that you give it a cosmetic that sets it apart from other ones, or gives it a reason. Like, I think sewers work really well also to have kind of underground hideouts and stuff. So, if you're going to have a sewer, I think it's important you add an underground hideout. Like doing a sewer is cool, but you need rooms. You need like a sewer facility that you can get to by going through them. You need areas where people maybe have like secret rooms. Maybe you can break into certain buildings from it, right? You need to have interesting stuff there. You can't just have the sewer. You can't just have oh, it's a generic sewer with slime enemies and rats. And it's like, it's so boring. Do more. Make cool things. You have the power. You're only as limited as you choose to be. Especially in Minecraft. On this server, especially. Do more.
You must be great. You're hanging,
out with me. Nope, we have run out of our white concrete. But you can see the idea, right? Like we're expanding pretty heavily. And what's also really fun about this is now if I go over to Lee's place. We're over at Lee's. You can see my base.
Sewers are man-made dungeons, and dumpster are man-made chests. What loot is inside?
Shit. Yeah, you can see the port starting to build there. There's our market area. We've got our building there. The port's not that exciting from this angle. Lee's base is at a very low angle. If we go to the Guardian farm, we can get kind of a better look. Though I actually lose frames sometimes when I go over to the Guardian farm. Like, my PC is a beast, and it's like, no. Look at this. How are we gonna do? How are we gonna handle it? Maybe fine? Oh, I'm over here now. But yeah, so now getting a view of my base. Yeah, there we go. But you can actually see a proper, like, path going for my base, right? So we get this road going over there. That goes there. We get the road there. We got our buildings there. Got the giant sphere over here. Actually, you've played Atlas, right, Puka? I'm actually not lagging this time. It's weird. I think it's because not that many are spawning because there's other people on the server, but you have not. ATLYSS, Puka. Which actually, I believe one of the races in that game is called a Puka. Do-do-do. You're thinking of Ark. Yeah, screw Ark. I care not for Ark. I like that you can see my little, you can also see the meadow area on the right, over on the right. One of your favorite game sewers is in Summoner. It has a robots maintaining it that the sewer broken down over centuries. Lizards that have gained sentience and live down there. These had a secret passage. See, that's what I'm saying. You gotta have all those little things. I need to get back into playing Atlas with the new PC and stuff, and they've added like fishing and stuff to it now, and they've done a lot, and I need to give it the attention it deserves. You know, it's a little dangerous over here. I think I'm gonna go to my storage system. Drop off my coal. I got a coal spot. Fill up really quick. Actually, I'm going to put all this away. And then I need 8 of you. 4 of you. Right? And then I can do 8 and 4 again. Yes. And then 5. 6, 7, 8. 9. 10, 11, 12. Go up to our storage. Oh, Puka, look! Look, Puka. We also have a fox named Tonberry. This is Tonberry, everybody. Tonberry has a squeaky ball. I think that's enough. Go back over here, go to a crafting table, because this is going to be a mess. And then we change all that back into bone meal. Then we change that into white dye. Yep. Then we go here and white concrete. There we go. Ready to go over here. Drop off the white dye we have there. Go back and grab those. Go over here. There we go. Give me this. Give me the bucket. Go there. Go there. Throw that in. Boop. Put that away. And we got more white concrete. Yay! That's fine. I'm so excited. Can't you tell? Oh, Puka. Puka, I gotta show you. I gotta show you. Look at this. Look at this room. It is all skulk. It is a dome of skulk. And I do mean dome. It is an actual dome. It is not a flat surface. So we've got that, and then we've got a void floor that is under construction. I still got plenty of layers I gotta place down, but there is a bunch of layers and layers going on here. Whoop. But yeah, I've been doing so many like different projects in different areas, just trying to get things to feel like proper progress. God, the speed you can get when you get Elytra going right. Gotta love it. But there is a reason Elytra are not recommended in my base for the long term. But it is so much fun when you get like a good sprint going. Do. Do that. Go do.
Hey Cameron, I think it's time you move before you fuse with the chair. Go
Probably.
grab a drink.
Don't really want to. It's a slower day today, honestly. Lower energy, slower vibes. Not a bad stream by any means, just to be clear. Just lower energy day. I don't know if y'all are feeling it. I think it's because it snowed again, and I am feeling very frozen and non-existent at points. But it's good. Also, I might just feel slower because I had a very high energy stream last night. For those who missed it, I did an entire voice acting stream playing Little Gator Game, Little Gator Game's new DLC. We beat it. We found everybody. We helped everybody we could. beat it, and we did voices for the entire thing. I've set up the redeem for the new for the little weirdo voice as a thing, but I do not have a method right now for you to actually do the redeem because I need to figure out what sound I want to use for it. You're making your streamer do command prompt window. Oh God. That's a little that's a bit much, Puka. Do do. The in-character. Oh God. That would work for it, Beard. That would work for it. Hey, Snow. Snow, you have arrived at a horrible time. You're sub, though, so I think you're fine. The problem is, if I did the in-character sneeze, I think people would end up trying to do a bless you statement every time, and then that would screw with the sneeze counter. So we'd have to kind of sort that out.
I'm Dark Lord.
I'm Dark Lord! I am Dark Lord! Hug to Fuji, bits to Cameron. Ba ba da 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 da. At what point did Sonic the Hedgehog just become what sounds like Screamo music? Did I miss an era of Sega music? I'm sure that's from Sonic. I feel like out of any series that would have Screamo music, it would be Sonic. I just don't remember this area. Was that like Sonic Unleashed? Did it happen in Sonic Unleashed? That feels like the right era to do Screamo. Speaking of, I saw people talking about Sonic Frontiers. People were talking about Sonic Frontiers, and people were saying, oh, people loved Sonic Frontiers when it came out. Oh, they loved it the year after. They loved it the year after. They loved it the year after. And for some reason, this year, they hate it. And all I'm thinking is, I'm not trying to be hipster here, but I've hated Sonic Frontiers since I first played it. It's not a great game. I mean, every song is in Frontiers. Every Sonic song is in Frontiers. So it's hard to say, like, oh, it's in Frontiers. Did it come from Frontiers? Feeling very through the fire and flames with this bit of the song. Ah. I mean, Frontiers tracks for it. There we go. There we go. Do. Yeah, this feels really good, like getting Blueprint down, right? Like all it is we've gotten Blueprint down for more things. I feel like I should probably do a bit of the pillaring there, like to do the front. But Mari is right, it is time for a break. There's not much time left in a Minecraft day, so I'm gonna go somewhere safer though. So we're gonna go to our storage room. And we're going to chill in here. But I will catch you all in 3 minutes. We're going to run ads for a little bit. You will not miss anything, I promise. But we do need to take a moment to stretch and all that, grab a drink. And I will catch you all very soon. So be right back. How the hell? My God. My God. It's a big milestone as well. Oh God. We've begun with this. I guess we're playing a classic game now. This actually isn't too hard on this game. Ow. Never mind. God. Okay, you've actually successfully got me with that. That mirror went on longer than I thought. What? Well, this is okay. Okay, chat. I didn't mean play every single card. What? You know, here's the thing though. I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna open the gate. Pull it in.
Why?
It's in.
Why
No!
are the animals what? No.
No! Cows first.
Ow.
Oh God.
Oh, what's happening?
Oh,
you
my
got
turn.
taken by the aliens. Y'all, Cam's getting probed tonight.
Don't tell them that. It's a secret.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cam likes getting probed apparently tonight.
Okay, I know we can do a shout out for Ellie. I have to pick and choose who I do the shout outs for because of the content, because I try to keep the content safe for all ages, and I know we won't get that from Ellie. So, there we go.
I was too busy looking at your nipples.
What did I just say, Ellie? I said safe for everybody, and I get that clip. Ellie. Mari, did you start choking during that? Huh? You actually brought me back? I don't think you've been listening at all. I could say anything and you just stand there nodding. Oh, do you feel good? Hello, everybody. Hello. Hey, bub. Hey, Vividist. Hey, bub. Hey, bub. Hey, bub. Throw that back down, throw that back down. We can go here, we can go to market. I should probably add another one to another... You know what, let's go get another one of these, because we've got the inventory space. So we'll go back to storage. I need you, and you, and you. It's a really good movie. It's a really good movie. There we go. There we go. Back here. Do. Then go to market. Like, I was shocked how good that movie was. Of course. Here we go. Everybody type hey bub in chat. Or hey, or bub. Or hey, hey bub.
Hey bub. Hey bub. Hey.
Hey bub bub. Hey bub.
Bub bub.
Hey bub.
You can also use the emote if you have it.
Hey bub. Hey
bub. Bub bub. Hey bub. Bub bub.
Hey, bub. Hey,
Hey, bub.
bub, 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 bub. Hey, bub.
Hey, bub.
Hey, bub. Hey, hey, bub. Hey, hey, bub.
Hey, bub.
Hey, bub. Hey, bub. Hey, bub.
Hey,
Hey,
bub.
bub. Hey,
Bub,
bub.
bub,
Hey,
bub, bub.
bub.
Bubble, bubble,
Hey,
bubble.
bub,
Hey,
bub.
bub. Hey, bub. Hey, ho.
Bub,
Hey,
bub, 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 bub.
bub, 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 bub.
Hey, bub.
And there it goes. I love that. Thank you again to Foxology for designing the little artwork for that. It is greatly appreciated. Okay, there. Eh. Technically speaking, I don't know if that's going to be where that port line goes, and I probably shouldn't have placed those, looking at it now. Hey, bub. I really enjoy, like, even silly jokes like that worked really well in that movie. The only problem, and this is a genuine complaint you are hearing from me. My biggest problem with Zootopia 2 is the fact that there are actually too many puns in that movie at the very beginning of the movie. And a lot of the puns are puns to the point of they don't fit with the world. Why are you making this joke kind of situation? And that was part of what really irked me. I am a big fan of puns. I love puns. All of you know I love puns. But some of the puns were actually like one of the people who was a pig said this is a snout rage, and it's like who would do that? If you like it is just like there's a point of where it's like, yeah, no one would say that. You've thrown in a pun in a very weird spot. It felt very strange to me in that movie. That was my big complaint. Is like I am cool with puns. I love puns. Like they're one of my favorite things, but it was just the way it was handled was so I don't know. I think the way I described it was it felt like they designed the movie, and in the writer's room they were like, all right, we need some puns, and then they threw like 20 puns at them and like, you know what, screw it, use them all. And it's like, no. Don't use them all. Where did you come from? Like, I liked the puns more in the first one because most of the puns they did in the first one were only like businesses and business names. But in this one, they made all of them like audible things. And it's like, real people would do business names and puns and stuff for businesses. So that worked really well, but they were putting them everywhere in Zootopia's opening. It's just like, oh my god, calm down, you know? They did too much. What, the hey bub? He was helping until he smacked me. Hey bub. Hey bub. Hey bub. Hey bub. Hey bub. Hey bub. Hey. Hey bub. Hey bub. No, I spent a lot of time cleaning up that audio, removing background noise, splitting up all of the sound bites to randomize that one. I put in a lot of work in that one that I probably didn't need to do, but... Okay, go there, go there. There we go. How many are we doing? All the way to there. There we go. Here we go. Over here. And one of the main reasons, again, one of the things I've learned with this, and I think this is kind of a silly thing, but I think this is actually a helpful thing. Because the default mod pack that I'm giving out to people has Voxy in it, a lot of people can see a lot further. A lot of people have the ability to see a lot further than they normally would on this server, right? And because they can see further, I question how my base looks from other people's bases. So, like, I can see Lee's base from here, right? I can see Somya's mob farm over there. I can see Nahi's mob farm there. I can see Cat Dogs is somewhere on this. I can never find Cat Dogs. Cat Dogs is somewhere around here as well. Like, I can see people's bases. Especially when I go high up. So if I go to my overlook. I need to move this up really quick. Okay. But if I go to the overlook, which is a temporary waystone, but if I go to the overlook, right, I can get a really good view of a lot of the server. So like we've got Lee's base here, right? There's Lee's base. I can see Lee's base nice and clear. I can see the Guardian farm. It's funny how I can't see the platform. Like the platform is somewhere right around here, and I don't have a clue where it is. But you can see like Cowdy there. You can see what Lee's been working on. And Lee has mostly been doing a fog floor, I think, today. Fox's base is, I think, over here. Fox's base is right there. There's Fox's base, which Fox has been busy. Fox has been doing work, so Fox hasn't been able to be on much. But there's Fox's base. We can pan over here. There's Bigby's base. There's Cat Dog's base. There is Nahi's farm. Spawn is right. Yeah, there's Spawn. I end up scanning past it a lot. Rose's base is around here somewhere. There's something there. Rose's base is near one of these cherry trees, and I never... Is it there or there? I think it's either of those. But, like, I can see everybody's base, is my point. Like, if I have my renderings up a little higher, I think Asmo's is right past those spikes there. Or those spikes. Some of the spikes. And then Avon's base is... We got a big pan here. Avon's base is down here. There's Avon's. Way off in the distance. And I love how simplified it is. Like, the low poly version of Avon's base is so good. Like, the high poly is good too, but the low poly was just funny. It's like, yeah, what if you built the house out of, like, 8 blocks? But I can see Avon's base from mine. And look how far away that is. Like, that is how far away it is. It is as wide as my crosshair. It is smaller than my crosshair, honestly, but I can zoom all the way in and we can see it. But it's really cool to be able to kind of, like, pan the camera around and see everybody's base in this. I'm just like, right now, mine is going to be a lot of flat. So like the meadow section over here. And then we've added our port in here now. My brain just had an idea. That'd be a lot of work, but I want to do it because I noticed this section. Imagine building like a big bridge on the port or something over here. To kind of control the boat traffic that would go in and past. And what I mean is, if we open this again, right? So, I want some trade traffic to go through here, because this will be, the rich district is going to be this back section. Like here, right? This is going to be where more rich people are, is around here, because this is the Capitol building. So what I want to do is make sure that the trade routes, like any smaller ships that would try to go through, would go through here. I might need to widen this a bit for what I want to do. But I do plan on widening the river here, which is why I put that bit there. So I plan on widening the river here. But I think it'd be really cool to have, like, maybe we do a big bridge here that would let boats through. Do kind of an opening suspension bridge here, or a security checkpoint that would go across that spot, and that could be really neat. So that way, when the boats come in from Lee's base, basically, they could come across and they would end up being here and then have to go through this way. But I think a bridge would be really cool. Sea turtle. But yeah, if I have the shoreline going this way for the port, which is a bit of a weird port. Hey, Fenrix! So that is a bit of a weird shape, but that is the shape of the coastline. So I think going that way makes sense. Curving out a little bit there. Maybe I do something at the end of this. That would be a decent spot for a lighthouse, actually, to kind of put it there. Or I could do the lighthouse on this side. Actually, the lighthouse would be good over there. So we curve the terrain here. Do I want to curve the terrain there? Do I want to clip that? I think I might want to clip it. Welcome back. Welcome back, Taiga. Okay, so I think we're going to go here. And then I'm going to go here. I'm a little annoyed because I had just placed these blocks, but... Thinking bigger picture now. I'm going to go here. I'm going to remove this. So I want to do kind of a smooth cut through to there. So it'll go here. Hello, CB. I have gone over one too early. There we go. Go there. Considering you have school in the morning, Taiga, yes. Raxon! Hello! Hello, Raxon. Hello, Raiders. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Hope y'all are doing well. You guys had a good time, too. We just finished running ads a little bit ago. It's always the best time to show up. But I hope y'all are doing well. I thank you for coming by. Oh, you have a week off. Then it's fine. But you should work on adjusting your sleep a little bit, Taiga. I would say maybe now is fine, but I wouldn't go any later than 9. Really, I think the rule should probably be...
Do you think Cam needs another look for this
It's
game?
Minecraft,
Ever the
Mari.
fashion-forward furry.
It's Minecraft, Mari. I don't need another look for this game. I'm wearing the same outfit in game. Unless you want me dressed up as like a warden. Which actually I would wear those. I would wear that warden hoodie that was made for that was recently released. But hello everybody. If you do not know me, my name is Cameron JK. My pronouns are they, them. I'm a chill variety streamer who focuses on indie, interactive, and Minecraft. But basically I just want to have a fun time with y'all. I also work really hard on making interactive overlays, so you may see things get a little bit weird. You might see a lot of stuff get thrown. We've got all our stream avatars at the bottom doing their own chill thing. But yeah, I hope y'all are doing well. I'm overheating now after chugging my coffee there. A rigged version of your... No, I don't like how that looks. I know people do the VTuber models with using their Minecraft skin and whatnot. I don't like how it looks. I really don't. I'm glad people are enjoying it for themselves. I just don't think it ever looks great. I just don't think it ever looks great. It gives me, like, bad Minecraft story mode vibes. And I'm sorry, Minecraft story mode, not that great visually. There were some neat ideas there, but it was not all there. Okay, so let's go there, there, there. Yeah, I think this angle is better than what we had. So what I want to do... I want this terrain, this water to not be doing that is what I want, but I don't have the stuff on me, so... Sand it is! Your spelling of fashion there kills me, Puka. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba. Okay. But, yeah, we are currently working on, for everybody who came by from Raxon, which, again, thank you so much. If y'all aren't following Raxon, you should be. I'll do a shout-out in a little bit. But, no, I've been working on building a city. And we're doing massive planning stuff today. So if I go free cam really quick, you can see. I'm building up a port area now, the base framework, and then I'll replace the flooring with other blocks later. But we're doing a port here. The main road goes this way. Goes into a market district, which we are now in the low poly version because we're out of render distance. Low poly area, and then that road will go up here, and then we'll have more city buildings, and we've got our main building, and we've got the Sphere of Death. Sphere of Death. That is 151 block in diameter glass sphere I'm working on. It's a lot. Let's see what embarrassing clip we get of Raxon. Puka's never okay. It's this one again! Get more clips!
Kind of alright.
Raxon's community, if you're still here, clip more things from Raxon. I keep getting the same clip. Clip more things. One thing I am considering doing with the port is actually putting the port up a little bit higher, and then we step down to this road, and then it goes back up, is the one thing. But what I want to do, or what I'm going to do, is I'm going to go to my storage room. I'm going to go up here. Ding! Do. Get confused. Somebody else is sleeping too, but... Ugh. Yay for pizza! Oh, by the way, if you've never seen my magical storage room, this is my magical storage room. You just click on whatever you need. I do worry about some of these things not being full. Like, how are you not full yet? Is there seriously that few leaves that come out of that thing? How are you not full? Why are you only here? Like, I'm not getting enough of some of these objects. I haven't been AFKing as much, which I guess is fair, but... But yeah, the main things are, like, getting that there. Are they all armor stands? All of these? Yes. So I can go up here. I do need to find a way to cover this little bit, because they're perfectly aligned, so we've got Z fighting going on. But yeah, these are all armor stands, so I can just get whatever I need by right-click on their block that they're in. It's great. It saves a lot of work. And then, like, here, I got charcoal. Yeah, we just use armor stands, and then we place them in front of the... or on top of the chest, and then I can click right through them. Oh, and for everybody who hasn't seen, this is Mari. Mari walks around. She is on a path, so she's going to go towards one of the other lights. She's going to go to that one, probably. Now she'll either go to the center or she'll go to that one. So Mari actually has a somewhat randomized path, and I love it.
Love lamp.
So, the way this works, for those who haven't seen, Mari is attached to a copper golem down here. And she just travels with the copper golem. Copper golem is on soul sand, so he goes slow enough that she doesn't sprint. But I absolutely love this effect. Copper golem takes a second, figures out where it's gonna go. But it lets her wander around without having to worry about her, like, stepping on the teleporter or anything like that. Like, she won't go in here because I put this border here. So all the areas that it'll walk, it can get, like, Mari can get kind of close, but Mari can't really get to that because of where this is. But it allows Mari to walk around just a little bit. See, she just slightly can't reach it. But when I didn't have the soul sand, basically Mari was getting drugged from place to place, and it was horrible. So yeah, I've been working on that. And then I showed this off already, but when you get here, you step here, it'll detect when I stand on this. And it does some wireless redstone to automatically play music when I enter the area. And then we have our giant summoning circle, which I'm going to decorate this with armor stands. I have plans. Each of these has a light source block above them. A normally creative mode item we've got access to with data packs. So we can craft our own light sources, but I placed them on top of all of this. We've got our void floor here. In order for the void floor to work correctly, I've got multiple layers of the glass, but we're going to be doing tinted glass right below these. So the light from that... I am a bit worried. The light from that does appear to hit the tinted glass, which I wasn't expecting. Like, it looks nice when I'm away from the light source, but when I'm near the light source, it's a problem. So it may not be worth it to do. If I'm going to have end rods in there anyway, it may not matter. I don't know. I'm a little concerned about the floor doing tinted glass here. You know what? Actually, I can test this real quick. Lee, I'm coming to visit. I need to see what happens if I do this. Not as much as I expected. I guess it's because it's fully illuminated because it's daytime. I don't like that I need to do what I'm going to do. Because like I said, this I want to look nice. This is what it's gonna look like in shadow. But if you notice in shadow, it's lighting up the tinted glass. And I don't want it to light up the tinted glass. I didn't realize the light actually hit it. Now granted, if I turn off shaders, I'm probably fine. No, it's doing it in shaders too. You can see there's a distinct light difference. So I need to go down there and I actually need to remove the tinted glass I've done. Ow! Oh no, Zhang, I'm sorry. Ow, my legs! There we go. Dang it, I fell immediately. Everything's lit up. No light can get into the farm. You're far away from creepers spawning. Creeper farms are a pain in the butt. Because that's the one that involves using, what, trap doors along the top? Of each layer, so that way they can't, that way only the creepers can spawn, right? Hmm. I wish I had some advice for you, but I don't know the rules. Are you on Bedrock or are you on Java? Because the trapdoor trick I've only ever seen done on Java. I don't know if that works on Bedrock. How do people know how much thread to get when they sew? Typically they don't. They just have a lot of thread. That's what I've learned. Odd. But yeah, I'm in a situation here where I need, as much as I wanted to use tinted glass here, I'm gonna have way more tinted glass than I'll ever need. But I feel like it's gonna be better for me if I just use the black glass, because the black glass doesn't collect the light. It is working? There you go. The way mob spawns work are really interesting, because it'll, to my understanding, mob spawns check for spots and look for a valid spot. You just have to have them happen to find a valid spot. Oh yeah, Taiga, with the conversation about adding or being able to tame foxes in my Minecraft, you did hear that their tameable food is apples, right? Ugh. Ugh, sorry. Yeah, the tameable food for foxes in my Minecraft is apples. I didn't pick it. I'm really shocked they didn't go with berries. I feel like the berries would have made sense, but... How's it going, Arky? Do. Oh, Taiga, I have an anime movie that you may be interested in. Because it is about fox mythology, Japanese fox mythology. But it is also one of my big inspirations artistically. That I always forget. It's an anime called Oblivion Island. And it is basically a anime retelling of Alice in Wonderland. I like that Puka knows all these songs and I don't know any of them. I just chose a Sega playlist. But Oblivion Island is an anime that I found in a bargain bin at Walmart. I'm like, I'm grabbing this. I'm grabbing it. I'm checking it out. I got it for $5. Blu-ray. Great watch. Definitely inspirational art-wise. Everything is assembled. It's an island made out of... So, the fantasy world they do is a fantasy world that is handled by foxes. Foxes in Japanese mythology take items that have been forgotten. They don't steal anything. They just take items that you're not gonna miss. Is kind of their whole shtick. And they have an entire island built out of it. It includes Ferris wheels and all of this that they've built, and it's absolutely beautiful the way they've done. But it's made out of essentially just forgotten stuff. And it's really cool to see, like, the visuals of it. They end up making a mask for the one character out of a giant baseball, and stuff like that. And it's just, like, really cute designs, lovely, like, beautifully done. It is CG. And it's an earlier era CG, so it's not like the highest end. I think it was like made in 2010, 2000. It might be a bit later than that, but it's not like the highest end of like CG or anything. But it definitely pulls off what it needs to do, and it looks absolutely beautiful. This takes forever. Bow, 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 bow. I could just change the beacon to be haste and make this a little bit faster myself, but glass is not ideal to mine now. Oh, big stretch. Oh, bigger stretch than I thought. Okay. Okay. Ugh. I've been so exhausted lately, and the weather shifting is not helping. I can't seem to get my body to regulate to the right temperature, so I keep waking up at like the worst hours, and it's not been fun. Ba-da. Okay, let's go grab an iron ingot and adjust our beacon a little bit. I have one up here? Probably not. No, we'll drop that off really quick. Put that in there. Go to storage. There we go. Ba-da-da. Up here. Place you in. There we go. Go here, go to entrance. Go in. Hey! Jing's the first person to get the 8 days. Way to go, Jing. I was gonna say, like, it should trigger, like, after this stream, people should start being able to get the 8 hours. Or 8 days. I'm glad you had fun with it, Jing. There's me who it didn't even track for that I gotta report my own. Which is fun. Like, it's not a campaign that I expect to get much from, is the big thing. Like, I have no expectations of getting a lot or anything from it. So, but it's nice that it's a shorter one. The tutorials are a drag, and I'm not huge on the base building personally. I think it's neat to see something different. I'm just not a big fan of it. Hey, there's another one. Fuji got the 8 days. For anybody who hasn't, ! Enfield if you want to take part in that. Just installing it and making a character on PC will give me a little bit. And then if you play it 2 days in a row, I get a little bit more. You can't get the 8-day one because it's only a 10-day campaign. But... I spent time... I kind of stopped doing story stuff on it. Oh, there's clues. They're all just triggered at once. One after the other. I'm guessing it's related to, like, when the server actually pings, but that does mean after I end stream, I need to boot it up, and do stuff with that. We're still going for another hour. Which is why I don't mind taking the time to deal with the tinted glass, because, like, this isn't going to take too long. I'll put black stained glass on this layer instead. So you can just make your own bombs then? That actually changes a lot of the stuff with dealing with trying to find a way to break the firewalls. If you can just make them yourself. That actually kind of... I have mixed feelings on that. I feel like that makes you not need to... That puts you in a spot where you don't need to actually do the puzzles, because part of the puzzle is finding the thing and catching where it is to throw it. I don't know. I have mixed feelings on that. Like, I'm glad you can make it easier, but I also feel like... Why bother making it so hard to find the things then, you know? Yeah, story-wise, I helped the one, the one refugee group that was, with the gun turrets, and then I was like, I'm just gonna explore things. I started doing the, collect the wacky inflatable arm floating tube men. There's J-Stars! And cat dogs! Yep, they're all just triggering at once. Yeah, Puka, I just picked Sega Sound Team, a Sega Sound Team collection. And then set it to randomize and shuffle. What is... The tinted glass on the floor gets very weird with the end rods that can see through it. Look at that. Ooh. Ah. The fact that this is Haze 2 and an Efficiency 3 pick. Efficiency 4 pick. 5. Efficiency 5 pick. There's Rose! Ba-da-da-da-da-da. I like seeing all these go off because it means like in the time period of just those popping up, I made like $20. I don't remember what the exact value or worth was of the 8 days, but even if it was like 2, I made like $14. Ugh. But oh, that's awesome, Jay. I'm glad I was able to provide you with a distraction. Bup. I'm actually really grumpy with one of their campaigns they're doing. Like I'm watching the campaigns they're going, and they got a mobile campaign set up, but it's a 30-day campaign, which is far too long in my opinion for a campaign. I prefer when they're about 2 weeks long of doing one. But the thing I don't like is it's for this one game, but it's got 2 separate campaigns, one for Android users and one for iOS users, and I cannot take both of them, so I have to pick. And it's like, well, I don't think I'm doing either of them because that puts people in a really weird spot. Like, what? It's the first time I've seen one that's set up this way. Like, oh, you gotta pick. Like, why? I try to get ones that are mobile and PC together because I know like a lot of people don't have a great PC for a lot of them. Is one of the big hindrances across the board. Is like I need to make sure everybody's able to participate, you know. But sadly, what I'm running into is like a lot of the campaigns are like, oh, PC only, and it's like, oh, okay. And PC ones, as we've seen, have tracking issues. Worse than the mobile ones. Wow. Do. You know what? That burger looks delicious. What do you mean, Jay? I am a little confused. Oh, you're on day 7 in game. Well, because it's a matter of you doing the 8 days based on when my stream went. So my stream sponsorship would have been when this stream started, give or take. But 10 days ago, or 8 days ago. So what that means is that there's a window there of those dates. I want to get this glass done. Yeah, it's not based on the download date. It's based on you playing 8 calendar days. So, like, I think it's 24 hours from, like, each 24-hour period starting at, like, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I think is what it's doing. Obviously, I don't know specifically how it's programmed. Collecting from the daily collection pass thing would make the most sense to me. And would be what I do. Oh, claim these each day and be like, okay, cool, they played. Right, and then it just means they gotta open it for a few minutes and they're collecting the dailies. But instead they did the very weird, play 15 minutes each day. Like, why is this a thing? Okay, we removed all the tinted glass. My ear itches. Help. Doot. Ah. The inside of my ear. Don't judge me. They're very big, okay? What kind's that, Tyga? What? What? Yeah, da 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 da. Hey, that doesn't sound too bad. That does not sound too bad, Tyga. I'm a big fan of oh god, I can't even think of the name of it. Nope, never mind. I'm not even gonna bother describing it. I'm bothered. Nope. But no, for me, I want vegetables on my pizza. I want mushrooms. I want green peppers. I want onions, and I want spinach. That's what I want on a super thin, crunchy crust. The problem is, and this is a complaint I have about pizza places in general. If you are going to charge me for a pizza, and you charge me for adding ingredients, I think if I am getting a thin crust pizza, which is arguably less dough, it should be a bit cheaper. I think the crust styles should have different prices. No. I haven't had I have frozen pizza a lot, but I would like pizza delivery. Get some wings with it. Garlic Parmesan wings. I'm assuming it's supposed to be thin crust. I won't eat Little Caesars. Little Caesars is disappointing. Though I've learned things about Little Caesars that I find interesting. They used to apparently the reason that their catchphrase is actually pizza pizza is it is because of the whole like they used to come in a set of two pizzas, whereas like yeah, the pizza's not great, but you get two. But I did see a video talking about Little Caesars and something that is worth being annoyed by. Why is their mascot a Caesar? Because I want to be clear. Little Caesar's thing for the pizza place was that they had Greek-style pizza. I think somebody thought Caesar was Greek. Yeah, no, the 5 is the same, but they used to actually, the thing was, RC, they used to have like actual like long boxes that they would put two of the pizzas in the same box. That was part of their thing. Like, they actually had, like, a whole branding thing going with it, too. Whatever this band is gives me the vibe of, like, knockoff Linkin Park. I miss Linkin Park. Their music was really good. Have a good one, Puka. And I want to be clear, their music was really good. The new Linkin Park, not the same. And I know it's like, oh, but they came back and they make music and she's talented, blah blah. She's an asshole. And so was the guy who decided to continue the band without him. You could have just started a new band and I would actually care less. I don't like bands. I don't like when bands change out key aspects of what made the band what they were, but they keep the name. I think the lead singer is kind of vital to the band as the name goes, as much as like other talents are clearly there. I think the lead singer, if the lead singer songwriter of your band is no longer in your band, you should not have the same name. I think is a fair kind of line in the sand for naming. Okay. But what I want to do here, and this is what I was talking about earlier, this lines up perfectly with that island. I think this would be a really good spot to try and build a bridge of some sort. Excuse me! I was having a conversation with chat, and you have rudely interrupted me. One more? There we go. Do. Yeah, what I want to do here, right, is we'll have this go to here. And I'll actually continue this out, because this is where, if this lines up really well, which it does, like we know that that is on 65? No. Negative 26, and then we go up here. And negative 26 will put me right there. So we've got a decent, like, angle here. I just need to continue this out. Because I want to make sure to get the entire section here. If we look, I'll probably clip off that bit of island there. So we'll go out to here, I think is fair. And then we'll do a sharp edge here. You're just a regular bush. You didn't even get the cattails. Poidle. Okay. Let's go along here. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Okay, before I get too far in this is one of those things that, like, mathematically is going to be annoying, right? So, like, I can see here, this is on negative 134, so, yeah, so negative 135, and then the other end, I guess, well, I don't need to be perfect, do I? Because this is kind of a spot I can adjust. But I want to have enough space for, boats to go under. And I don't want it for, like, big boats, but I don't know what size I want to make the boats yet. But I'd like it to be the aesthetic to be a lifted bridge, right? So we could have, like, the one side lifted up for them to go across. Or we could have more of a pillar-based bridge, which isn't as visually exciting, but I think it makes more sense here. Like, maybe we do pillars out so far, and then we do a suspended thing in the middle. 1, 2, 3. Maybe go to here. I want to have a bracket for it, right? Let's go out here. Now, our main paths were 9 and 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to there. 9 in the middle now. If we do a wall here. I'm gonna add 4 more. And then I think that means we would have the 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think I miscounted because of the zombie, but I'm not certain. Turtles, leave me alone! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How did I end up on 14? I don't want 14. I don't want an even number here. It doesn't entirely matter if I have an even number, I just don't want it. You know what, let's take the sand I'm holding. And we will clean up this bit of water in the middle. That is now more than lit. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but I like working in white concrete as well because it allows me to do things more quickly and feel like I'm making progress. Because I think one of the worst things for the brain, at least for my brain, is being in a situation where I don't feel like I'm making progress, where I don't feel like I'm getting things done. And this allows me to get things done. Sorry, I heard my cat choking. Did you just Enderman teleport to me, or was that weird timing? Y'all heard that, right? An Enderman teleport, and then I got punched? The heck?
Cameron.
Yeah.
My mouse just got rolled up by a little green alien. Chase after it for me.
I don't really want to. I'm gonna be real, Mari. I don't really want to. Do. I'm gonna run out of torches. Please don't. Please leave the prince alone, Taiga. Okay, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna get my storage. Do we have torches in here? We do. Awesome. Throw that in there. Go over here. Throw that in there. Rotten flesh in there, because why not? And dirt in there, because why not? So Mari wants us to take a break. And typically I would. Hey, Chameleon! See, and this is why we don't. This is why we don't take breaks right when Mari says, because then people raid. Early stream for you, Chameleon. How's it going? Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. What were you up to? Tell me things. I need to pick a different. I need to pick a different sound team. If I just go search for sound team, will I get a bunch? Ah, thief. Have you happened to pick up the new sticks yet? I was playing that the other day because I know you were playing sticks recently, weren't you? I've been playing I played a few hours of sticks. Really addicting. It wasn't you? I thought you were. Maybe I'm just confusing it with Thief because the premise is similar. Das on me. The new one just came out. I like it because it just feels like I'm playing any of the Metal Gear sections, except if I get spotted, I'm screwed. But I hope you're doing well. Hello, Raiders. For those who don't know me, my name is Cameron JK. My head is clipping through a floor. My pronouns are they, them. I'm a chill variety streamer focused on indie, interactive games you may have never heard of. We are currently playing a bunch of Minecraft. I am in a situation right now where if I do an overhead, I'm working on planning. So we're doing a lot of big base planning. We laid out a road here. We're going to do a port here, and I'm just setting up for a bridge to go across here to this section. My base is really expansive. There's a 150 block diameter globe up here. Everything is Pride themed. But if we go up, actually, I can go into the opening of my base. This is a lightly modded server. I say lightly modded. I have like 150 mods running, but the server itself has maybe like 10. It's mostly recipes and stuff for people. Ignoring the color palette that Arky has put on, you can see we've got an entire room with a skulk ceiling here. We've got a chunk of grass floating in the middle, and this is kind of the entrance to my base. It auto-plays music when you get here, too. Which means you get to hear one of the versions of Creator as you enter. When you go through, down here, and then you're under the orb. You've got a city going on. I'm slowly working on designing the city layouts, getting the shapes right, getting the light casting correctly. That is actually purple and magenta. There we go. This is what it normally looks like. You can see that a bit more clearly. But we are working on doing layouts and planning the buildings. If I go back up to the entrance now that the lighting is normal, you can see though, like we've got a full setup here. Skulk ceiling. I'm doing a void floor. I've only done 3 layers so far. I've got 5 more layers of end rods to go and a lot of glass to place, but it's going well. You can see it more through more layers because I've done more layers over on this edge. So we're working on doing a lot of that. But today has been working over on that little section over here. We are working on our port. Specifically, I am working on trying to kind of figure out the layout of things, but I want to really get that bridge kind of going. Because one of the things on the server is, because we have Voxy on, and you can see, like, for miles, I like going over to Lee's base to see how my base looks from his. I feel like there's just kind of this... There's an interesting side effect of having giant render distances going on. When you have those giant render distances, you can see for miles. Like, I can see 2,000 chunks away, right? And being able to see that far away, I suddenly really care about how my base looks from a distance. Normally, I only really care about the focus of where people are at. But having structures that are sizable, that you'll see from a distance, really changes things, right? I can find my base pretty easily from anywhere, except for spawn, because there's a pillar in the way. But I can see my base pretty much from everywhere, because I've got that giant orb above it, which has my storage room inside of it, as well as that landing area that we were just in. And I can put other things in there if I need to, or choose to in the future. Okay, so I've got this chunk here. And then if I'm right, we should have 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3. fourth one. 1, 2, 3, fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted. We'll go there. 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 I'm just trying to think. I want this section on both sides. I want. Do I want it there or do I want it in one more? Do I want it 7? 7 makes it narrower, but would be interesting. We go here and then we do a bridge. Does make for a decently narrow bridge. I like the idea of it not being like fully accessible, but it also being intimidating. I'm not sure. That would give me a square. So yeah, we'll do this. Doot. But my general idea is I want to go all the way across this. Which takes a bit of time. Okay, we'll go to here and then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go out 1, go over, go over. We'll go way across this way. That might line up, but I don't want to risk it. There we go. Woo! Okay. Boop, 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 boop. But I want to have a supported path here. Which we're not that high up. This is the thing though. I wanted to do a bridge here, but we're not that high up. So I think ideally I kind of want to do a ramp. I'm realizing this now after I've already placed these blocks, but I want to kind of do a ramp here. So the ramp would be in this section. So if we do slab, full block, another slab, full block, we can go up to here. From that. We might have to extend out, but I think that is a better height. Because this would allow me... Yeah, this height would allow me a lot more control over, like, being able to let boats under it and stuff. Smaller boats on one side, and then the larger boats would have to take the longer route. This'll work. I just gotta undo the work I just did. It's fine! Do. Give me that. Wow. Okay. Exactly, Bello. You get it. Do. Okay. And I want to go over here. I think we had what was 7 anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then our way across is up to, that'd be there. Well, tell it to stop, Tyga. Tell it you don't like that, and then see what it says back. Burp-a-doop. Ba-do-ba-do-do. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Ah! I'm tired. I've not been getting enough sleep. Well, it's not... Okay, here's the thing. I've not been staying up too late. I usually go to bed at like 2 or 3 in the morning. The problem is that I keep waking up at 6 no matter what. Like, I'm just waking up at this, like, ungodly hour. And it's like, no! I think you might want to listen to it, Taiga. Honestly, though, if you want to try and sit up straight more often, sitting cross-legged can help. Like, sitting cross-legged is a really good way to make sure your back stays up straight. It's not flawless, by any means, but... Okay, let's do this. Cross your legs, but cross your legs less than that, Taiga. Do. One of the big things is I'm gonna have to count how many across this is. Woo-lee! Okay. Go to there. Go there, and then go back. My back hurts too, honestly, Taiga. I'm in the same spot. Ugh. Yeah, well, what I need to do is I need to just sleep on the floor. I'm gonna probably take a nap after the stream and just try and take a nap on the floor. And that usually helps reset my back. Personally. Stone Creeper. Probably, I feel like, Taiga, if I had to guess, you're probably putting your feet up. If your knees are hurting from it, I feel like you're probably putting your legs up, like, too tight to your body. When, in reality, it should be really, like, a foot under... It should be each foot underneath, almost underneath the other knee. Like if you just sit with your feet up, where like your left knee is on your right leg, your right knee is on your left leg, is really all you need to do. You can pull them in tighter to your body if you want, but you don't need to. Okay, right there. There we go. I like seeing the highlighted do like a circle here. That is also possible, Taiga. But I've seen a lot of people who will sit cross-legged and kind of get sore because they pull their feet in, or they pull their feet in really close to themselves, making the knees bent really tight. And it's like, Do. There we go. I may need to adjust where this is, though. This is the one thing. Technically, I probably won't need to because of how I plan on designing this, but... You're too young to have arthritis, Taiga. Too young. Stop it. See how this goes if I just hold right click. Got a little weird because I backtracked. That's on me. Swift Sneak is actually not helping. I feel like Swift Sneak 2 would be perfect here, though. Bum, ba-dun, da-da-dun. This is fine. Yeah, that might be part of it, Taiga. That might be part of it. Boop, boo doo 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 doo. I feel like I have company at the end of this. They fell on their own. Let's go. Okay, but now... Yeah, so we'll do a bridge at this height, right? And then I'll put pillars up, I think, the entire
Well
left
then,
side.
Cameron, Archeata says you have to keep moving. Better push through it.
Rude! Ah, crap. I wanted to go back onto it because I'm like, oh, I need to light up this area, and no. I fell. Because of course I did. Ah. Shiny! I added a noise to shinies. I don't know if you noticed there. So that has a sound effect now. It is the shiny sound effect from Pokemon Legends Arceus. So I was able to get that one, which I believe it's also in Legends ZA. But it felt good to add a sound in. Do 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 do. I never got into Firefly. It was one of those things where I had nothing against it. I just never got around to it, and then my one ex was like super into it when we were together, near the end of our relationship anyway. So I never really continued to get into it because you kind of associate things with an ex, regardless of how the relationship goes, and it just kind of like, oh, I don't like the feeling I'm having, so I never actually got into it. Do 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 do. Nothing against my ex now. It was just kind of a bittersweet kind of situation. It should be there because I did 4x4. No, I get along with all but one of my exes, so like it's not a big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4. What did I do on the other side? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that also 4 though? 1. That feels like 5. That's 1, 2. Did I mess up? Why do I feel like I messed up? Totally valid, Arky. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh. I don't need it to match the other side, but I would kind of like it if it did. But I think the islands being in different positions kind of helps it. But if that's the case, then I probably want to go and be a little more off. Sometimes I would rather like my design be a huge amount off than a little bit off, because a little bit off feels like an accident. A huge amount off doesn't. Which is part of why I love asymmetrical designs, because it's very clear it's intentional when it's not just a little crooked, you know? When you get a little crooked, you question, was that on purpose or not, you know? There we go. Oof, I'm sorry, Taiga. Yeah, look at that. So we're starting to get, like, we're getting a bridge set up here. We got an area here. I'll put a lighthouse, I think, on this island. Which is funny considering the huge chunk of ice there. But I think at some point in time, this entire ice area might get taken down or reduced. Or I could leave it there and in that island build the lighthouse. Like actually build the lighthouse out in the middle of this and build like a big one. Like I've done lighting up over here, but I can remove that at any time. And there's a quick farm here, but like just keeping this area and doing like a lighthouse in the middle of that could be really cool. Pun not intended, but it works. I agree with that statement in many contexts, Mello. Okay, Cameron is tired. Cameron needs a nap. Cameron is going to call it there for today. I appreciate y'all hanging out, though, like, a lot. It has been a really fun Sunday morning. I'm always a bit worried about weekend streams because, like, numbers are really all over the place because a lot of y'all have lives. And when you have lives, I can't expect y'all to be here with me, you know? But I appreciate y'all a lot, like, so much. And thank you again to Chameleon and Raxon and Sarah for the raids. I appreciate it. And thank you, Puka, for all the bits you dropped off today. And everybody for checking in. Your check-ins really do mean the world. I know that sounds weird, because like, but it's just one channel point, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, no, it shows you cared enough to come by, you know? And that means so much to me. Oh, I have to continue the train here. So I'm going to send you all over, and I am calling it a train here. Because I made a joke earlier about Sarah JK rating us. That is part of the JK trio, whether we intend it or not. Math Girl JK is live, so I'm going to send you over there, and you can all be excellent at the third JK in the list. I hope you all have a good one. Please take care of yourselves. I love you all so damn much. I will hopefully catch many of you all later tonight, but if not, I hope to catch you again in the future. That said, see ya. Love ya. Bye-bye.
感じるコスモを感じるわ